Greetings, Internet. My name is Chris. This is my guide for the Mural Mender achievement for Elsweyr. To pick up the quest, we're going to start in Riverhold. So we'll go Elsweyr, Riverhold. This is the first way shrine you'll have. And then you basically, you just run to Riverhold, and you've got the House of Histories here. We're going for the Mural Mender achievement here. I'm just going to show you the easiest route, or at least what I think is the easiest route. So yeah, I'm going to skip through all the conversations and stuff, try and make this as quick as possible. So for the first part, you need to go to the Tomb of Serpents and pick up the first piece. This part is kind of like the beginnings to it's kind of like the beginnings to the Orsinium one. So it's pretty straightforward, this part. Alright, the Tomb of Serpents, and we'll just go inside. As you can see on the map, it's already shown where you need to go. So I'll just run there. Alright, so we got the Inequina fragment here.
Not so fast, Walker. Rachin would first have a word with you.
If you want to listen to all the conversations and stuff, just do that whenever you run it by yourself.
This one.
I've included it in the past and previous guides, but I'm not doing it in this one. And now we need to just go back to the House of Histories. There's a little bit of a confusing thing here. He says he gives you a book of riddles, but you don't actually get it until you turn in the quest, which is pretty important. It confused the hell out of me to begin with, because I was like, is this thing broken or what is going on? But yeah, so you just have to first hand in the quest and then you get the riddles. You don't need to do this quest first, as far as I understand. Like usually with these collectible things, you can pick them all up like before you even start the quest. Although I would advise against doing that, because there's been a lot of instances as well where people pick up like a lot of the items beforehand and then take the quest, and then it breaks or something like that. I would put in the first piece here.
Our neighbors saw nothing, of
course.
course.
And we get the book.
Oh, you found one of the things.
And then we don't need that. And we'll put this on here. Just like pretty much all the other ones, the book has riddles. I'm not going to read through them. You can do that as well if you want. They're not very clever riddles. They're just basically instructions. Anyway, so we're going to go start off with the second one. And the way I do these, like the order, is basically just based on whatever is like closest and stuff like that. Alright, the first place we enter is the Abode of Ignominy. You can see we've got Riverhold here, and it's right here. It's basically the closest one. This is the abode that's mentioned in the second one, Shameful Abode. Alright, this is the first fragment outside the quest one, the Riverhold fragment. And you can see the entrance is right here, and we're right here. So it's basically just straight and then right. Pretty easy.
Ah, Rolla Cay, a land of fertile valleys and grand hills. But enough about Rachin's past romances, yes?
Alright, onward to the next one. Alright, the second object we're picking up is the Dune fragment. You can see we just came from here, and it's basically just right in this bump in the road, and then just south. There's a sort of archway and an ogre standing over this.
Dune still has a shrine to Lorcaj, yes? This is good. It is always wise for the Khajiit to revere the first trickster.
Alright, the next one is in the area known as the Prowl. You can see we just came from here, and we went this way. The hint tells you to stray from the path of like where you're looking for a sky shard. Let's see, which one is it? Prowl for a shard of the sky, that's the one. So you can see we're already like down here. We've skipped a few, but it doesn't matter. So anyway, so you go in here. You've got the symbol for the Prowl right here, crafting station right here, still Riverhold up here. And then you just continue going in here, and you've got the Meirvale fragment. This one's kind of weird because it might be broken because it doesn't actually spawn the shadow to tell us a story. Alright, for the next one we have to go into the Predator Mesa. Now I'm just going to show you this entire thing. First, let's see if I can fucking zoom in here. My scroll wheel is fucked. We came from here, and we just continued down the road, went into the delve. You can see we're inside here. We have to find it underground, so I'm just going to show you from the entrance here. I forget if you can go through here. Probably can't. I'm just taking a long way around, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, you find a troll in here. And this is the, come on, Verkarth fragment. You see it right here. It's underground, so this is kind of misleading if you just look at it like this. But yeah.
The Doradin of Verkarth were some of the most skillful warriors of their time. And Rachin would know, for he ended up on the wrong side of their blades more than once.
Alright, this next one was a huge pain in the ass to find. First I'm just going to show you how to get here. So let's see, we went pretty far. This is just for the sake of the route I'm going. Anyway, so we started up here, or we didn't start up here, but we came from here, and we just went all the way down here. And you can see we've got cicatrice right here, we've got a Talon Gulch right here, and then it's in this area. The way that I found this one was because there was a reference to the hint, which says Arca's Lash, which is actually a flower. There was a reference to that in a quest, but there's literally no other mention of it, so it was really hard to find, and it's right here. It's this little stump, basically. Arca's Lash is a flower that's over there that you collect. Anyway, this is Torval.
Torval seems to regard their newest mane rather highly. To think there would be a day when all of Elsweyr bowed their head to one Khajiit. Not that it's likely to last, of course.
Alright, this next one is Pellitine, or Pellitine. We were over here, so we went pretty far. And we're right next to the zoom. Oh my god, I hate my scroll wheel. I need to get a better mouse. We're right next to Sunspire. So west of Sunspire, east of Moongate of Enekuna. Sunspire will always be on your map, so it's a pretty easy guiding point. You can tell there's this weird little, it's almost like an M shape in the road, I guess. And this is the only building with stairs, So you just go up the stairs, and in here you'll find it.
Pellitine, kingdom of fat priests and wealthy merchants. A survivor of plagues and wars, and only stronger for it. Rachin wonders if the kingdom will ever truly fall.
Alright, this next one needs a little bit of explanation as well. We just came from over here, and you basically go this way and follow the dotted line up to here, and then you go west. And then you've got 4 pillars right here, and an ogre. This is the Helkarn fragment. So again, this is where we are. This is the stitches. You've got, for some reason there's just an inn there, that's all there is. We've got the Meirvale farms, cicatrice. This one's a little bit hard to find because the hint is very misleading.
Rachin did not often visit Helkarn, for there was little gold to be found in a kingdom of shepherds. Besides, they had little kindness for strangers, especially those in this one's line of work.
Alright, this is the next one. This is the Two Moons Tenmar Temple. We just came from here. We've got Sunspire here. And Orcrest up here. Or is it Orcrest? I think it's Orcrest. I would assume. Anyway, we walk in here. And then all the way to the back. And then this rightmost statue, jump up, and it's right here. Directly south of the Way Shrine.
It was in Tenmar that Rachin found his first love. A bright-eyed doggy-rat with fire in her belly. Ever tried to make love in a tree walker? It is not as fun as it sounds.
Alright, this next one is inside a delve. You can see we just came from down here. And we need to go up a ramp to enter. You enter the ramp from the southern side. And then through. Alright, the next fragment can be found right here in the middle. We're on the lower level. The white you see here is the upper level, and the brownish, light brownish stuff down here is the lower level, which you can see there's an upper level here, but we're below. It's important to point out, otherwise if you go around this way, you'll have to jump down. And again, it's the Tangle. We just came from down here. It's just a quick trip up the road to the Tangle. And then right here in the middle. Pretty easy.
Many Khajiit are skillful merchants, but none quite so clever as the river traders of Bruk'ra, and none quite so willing to wink at Elsweyr's laws, much to Rachin's benefit.
Alright, the next fragment, the Corinthe fragment, is right here. You can see we've got Orcrest, the Weeping Scar, Shadow Dance Ruins, and we came from down here. It was a pretty easy trip, just up the side right here. This is a lot, like we're basically on a mountain, as you can tell by the topography. But yeah, we just went up this way, pretty easy. This area right here is slightly hidden away. The entrance to this area is over there. There's like several entrances, but that one's probably the main one. And there's just a tree right here. And you can see the bridge. Pretty straightforward.
Few are as skilled as the carpenters of Corinthe. One could say they've carved out a reputation for themselves. No, Rachin is not pleased with that one.
The timing on when that guy disappears is a little bit off. because he seems to disappear a lot faster than he's supposed to. Because he'll continue talking even after he's gone. Alright, the next fragment is inside Orcrest, which is a public dungeon. You see we've got the Weeping Scar. We just picked up our item right here, our previous one. As you can tell, we're going in sort of like a weird, I don't know, kind of shape. But it's all on purpose, I promise. It's just so we don't have to double back, and we can just continue in a straight line. Alright, here's the Orcrest fragment. You can see where there's like this square build of houses, and this is the entrance. You basically just follow the path like that. It's pretty straightforward. We've got like a little shrine here. Again, Orcrest is located right here. Riverhold here. Rimmen here. We just came from over here.
Ah, Orcrest, kingdom of rogues and thieves. Never did Rachin feel so welcome within a city's walls. Such a shame that sniveling runt got his claws into it, no?
Alright, this next one will require a little bit of explanation. You can see we just came from Orcrest down here, and we've entered the Ashen Scar from the western side, like right here, east of the Prowl, and we'll basically just go down here to the tent at the bottom, or not at the bottom, but down here. And you got it right here, Senchal. So this is the exact location it's at, right here. You've got the Bone Pit, the Prowl. You can't really count on the dragons, by the way. They're not good indicators because they won't always be up. So Ashen Scar, Bone Pit, the Prowl, Riverhold up there, and Orcrest down here. This is Senchal.
Ah, Senchal, the city of Rachin's youth. It was there that he rose from nothing to the cat king of thieves. There are still secret places in Senchal that only this one knows.
Alright, this next one is Alabaster. And it's right next to the Scar's Edge world boss in this little L-shaped building. We've got Rimmen over here, Orcrest down here. We just came from over here. This one was a little bit annoying to find because there's actually 4 different places that refer to a scar. You've got Scar's End, Weeping Scar, Scar's Edge. Where's the last one? Anyway, there's one more that also refers to a scar. And it's just like, the hint was at the edge of a scar, but I didn't find this until like last, so I spent so much time looking in the wrong places. Anyway, it's Alabaster.
Alabaster, kingdom of artistry. Rachin studied there as a painter for one single day. This may or may not have something to do with a rather pretty subject with rather little clothing.
Alright, this next one is inside the Rimmen necropolis. We've got Rimmen here, Scar's Edge right here, so this is just where we came from. Alright, so this one, we're inside the necropolis as I mentioned, and it's over in this corner right here. We enter from here. Pretty easy stroll straight to it. It's the Rimmen fragment.
Rachin was there when the city was still Rimka, before the influence of men. To steal a city, this is easy. To take its name, not even this one could accomplish such a feat.
Alright, the last fragment is the Khenarthia fragment. As you can see, it's literally right next to Rimmen, which is probably the first city you'll be able to enter into. I think this is the only way shrine you have to begin with when you unlock the chapter. Anyway, so it's right here. Pretty easy to find.
The kingdom of Khenarthia, land of sweet treats and sweeter meats. Rachin even kissed a mermaid on its moonlit shores. Or perhaps it was just a very shapely fish.
Alright, so that is everything. I'm gonna bring him to the museum thing. House of Histories, I think it was called. Alright, so once you bring all 15 fragments to the, what is it called? House of Histories. You'll just have to walk up to the, to the mural and just, interact with it once. After that, this NPC will appear again, and she'll mention that something is missing. Then as you go investigate, Rajin's shadow appears again, and he tells you where you can find the missing piece. And basically the final bit here requires you to just do like a very brief stealth mission. It's pretty straightforward. You just like walk over to an NPC over here. As you can see, he's right here. You just speak to him.
You just missed it.
And then tell him you're ready, and you'll enter a sugar slinger's den. And you can see you got a treasure, or not a treasure, you've got a trespassing symbol in the bottom right, down here. So if you get seen, you get a bounty and stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward. You basically just go this route, pick up the item, and go back. I'll show you the run on the first character I did this on. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do on a Nightblade because you can just stealth past everything really easily without really sacrificing any speed. And in a way, it's basically just a copy of something you might have done previously for daily quests in Hughesbane for the Thieves Guild DLC, where you had to steal stuff and kill enemies and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. After you return the item to the House of Histories, you'll hear a little bit of a melody. And after that, you basically have your achievement. The achievement only gives you a furnishing, which is kind of a shame. And the furnishing is currently not fully implemented on the PTS, so it doesn't have the music. I'm assuming in the future it'll have the functionality for you to turn the music on or off, as you desire, but I don't know for sure. It is kind of nice. It's a pretty big furniture piece, which is not something we have a lot of, but it's kind of a shame that they're actually reducing the rewards, because usually you would get 2 rewards. You would get a title and like something else, a memento or furnishing, so on. But this time around you only get the furnishing. Anyway, I hope you found this guide useful. I know there's a lot of these fragments that are kind of a pain in the ass to find, because it took me many hours to find them, but I did it as fast as I could, and hopefully this is useful to you when it becomes actually relevant, because this is still just a PTS. None of these things carry over, so once it becomes relevant, hopefully you can use this. Thanks for watching.